Hello, everyone. This is Ernie Humphrey once again, the CEO of Treasury Webinars. Yes, I have quick wardrobe changes. Welcome to our quick hitter session, crafting your professional value proposition. This is something that probably makes most people cringe just about as much as your resume, but it's incredibly important that you understand what your professional value proposition is and that this is communicated throughout your brand, which we'll talk a lot about later. But for your first few sessions on your LinkedIn profile and your resume, this should scream your value proposition. So when you look at your resume, when you look at your LinkedIn profile, they should be consistent with your professional value proposition. If they're not, then let's go back and get those things aligned. So for me, this is not something that I didn't like to do either, but I kind of had an epiphany at some point. And so I used to go up to Purdue, boiler up. We're going to win the NCAA tournament, by the way. So I used to go to Purdue and I do these mock interview sessions, and I would, the people would come in, the students, and I would, of course, not follow the rules. And I would say, let me know what your professional value proposition is, just to flip the script. And so I was trying to make it easier for them once I figured it out. So let's talk about how to do that. First, you got to keep it simple. This can be incredibly aggravating. You can really do this in 5 to 10 minutes. Happy to help you do this if you like. So just kind of ask yourself these 4 questions and kind of jot down some ideas. What are the good things your current or previous boss or bosses are going to say about you, right? So let's say an interviewer company is going to call your current or previous bosses. What are the good things they're going to say? Or hopefully they've written you a recommendation on LinkedIn. What are the key things that they say about you in the how you do it part and how you're successful? Second question, what good things would your current or previous colleagues say about you? So those might be people you work with on cross-functional projects. Maybe if you're in treasury, maybe it's APAR, HR. So hopefully you have a recommendation for that on LinkedIn as well to pull from. And then what good things would the people that work for you or used to work for you say about you? So what would the people that used to report to you say about your leadership style? What are the good things that they have to say about you? Again, hopefully we have a LinkedIn recommendation for that. And then what good things would your connections, maybe your fintech, your bank partners, consulting colleagues have to say about you? And that's important. So what does that give? That gives us a 360 view of what folks think about you. And then hopefully we'll see some alignment there. And hopefully that's your professional value proposition, right? Let's not make it complicated. So let's just walk through how I've come up with mine just to give you a baseline there. And of course, look at this jacket here. So we all know part of my professional value proposition is my brain and my personality. So that's not for everyone. And that is important. That helps me engage with people and make an impression. So let's look at an example. For me, again, from our previous session, you should endeavor to have LinkedIn recommendations from all those different groups of people that I mentioned before, right? Someone that you worked for, someone that worked for you, right? Someone that worked with you, and then your bank tech partners as well. So you can pull from them, right? So here's one of my previous bosses here, John Cogan. Simply would not be leading company. I just highlighted a few things here. Critical contributions. And then this is important. Positive attitude. Some people are like, you are very nice, but you can be a little, you can be a little intense. That doesn't mean I don't have a positive attitude. And so it has been both an honor and a pleasure to work with them. So keep a few things there which are important to me that I communicate. I make many critical contributions. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. I have a positive attitude, and I try and make it a pleasure to work with you. Now, it is a pleasure to work with me every single day. No, I'm a human being, but in general, I would say that people that know me enjoy that. My coworkers, impressed by my technical skills, which is important, my dedication, and good customer service. So that shows my commitment. One of the things that I like to think that I do is I try and make everyone around me more successful, and that includes everyone with whom I converse with every day. My direct reports, here's a few. There's a few words that are important. Trust. I anticipate where help is needed, and I volunteer to help. I lead. There's some really good ones here. Lead by example. I execute as a member of the team. I can on the team as well as lead a team that's pretty unique. I don't hesitate to get my hands dirty, and I'm dedicated. So hopefully you're seeing there's some consistency there. So I take those together. My service provider relationships, you've seen this before. This is in my LinkedIn profile. This is really how I try and do everything. I guess I should have highlighted professionalism, personality, humor, kindness. That's me right there. I try and be thoughtful. I'm creative. I'm thorough, dedicated. I try and be a nice guy. If you don't think I'm a nice guy, you don't know me. So we can change that. So the pillars of my elevator pitch: I'm a human being 24/7, the good, bad, the ugly, the authentic. I'm vested in the success of all around me. I tell everyone all the time, what you ask of me is what I will give to you. The breadth of our relationship is up to you. I can follow as well as lead. Sometimes people have a hard time believing that, but others know otherwise. I'm passionate, dedicated, and I love to learn. And I anticipate what needs to be done, and I do it without being told. So okay, Ernie, what is your elevator pitch? My mission is to impact the career success of treasury and finance professionals with personality, humor, and genuine kindness. There it is. It's not hard. Now, how do I do it? Personality, right? Human kindness, right? Professionalism, right? And then these other things you'll see all go into that. Well, how do I do that, right? I connect with them. I get my hands dirty. I'm loyal. I lead. I follow. So that's my professional value proposition. And of course, my style is I don't recommend this for you. You have to be authentic, but this is my style. You know my brand when you see it. That's important. So let's do a little wrap up here. So your professional value proposition, incredibly important, right? It should scream on your profile, scream on your resume, scream as your branding, your professional brand, but your professional value proposition, keep it simple. So it just kind of goes through your mind. Okay, what are the 3 or 4 things? And you need to discover what others value in your work. So perception, reality, what do others value? And hopefully those will be the things that you think you're adding value to as well. It's all about how you add value, and learn how to toot your own horn, people. People always say you're arrogant. And I say, well, that depends on your perception. There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. Confidence is when you know what you're talking about and you do it with conviction. And arrogance is when you're getting out over your skis. I'm not saying I never get out over my skis, but almost all the time, if I'm talking about something, I know what I'm talking about. But don't be afraid to toot your own horn. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Upcoming here, we have one of our general sessions where we take the content from the first 3 sessions today: building, managing, communicating a professional brand. Then we're going to get into the skills you need to deliver value, and then 10 tips how to empower your team to succeed. I hope you are enjoying your time at the Treasury Professional Development Virtual Forum, and make the rest of your day great, everyone, which I know it will be if you spend it here with us at this event. Let's do this.